In this video, we're going to show you how to really dress up your Gantt charts into presentation form, where you can get from an average looking Gantt chart arrangement like this into something like this. So in this video example, we're going to only focus on the high level summary tasks for the purpose of our presentation. Now, to get to this quickly, what you can do is go to your View tab and then go to Outline, and we're going to actually select everything at level 2. It'll take us through to everything from the title and then the next level down. You can see it's got our high level activities, and we're going to use this for the purpose of our presentation. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and select the tasks, the durations and the start and finish, and copy that into an Excel spreadsheet. So I've copied all that data into an Excel spreadsheet, and now I've opened up a blank presentation in PowerPoint. So the first thing I'm going to do is add a nice title which shows that this is the Street Party Project Overview. Okay, we've added our title in. Now we're going to want to put in a bar chart to resemble our Gantt chart. So to do that, go to Insert and then follow along until you see Chart. And then the type of chart we want is a bar chart, and we want that bar chart to be a stacked bar. So choose that second option in that row there and go OK. And here's the start of our bar chart or Gantt chart. And we have an option here to insert some data in to support this. Now, of course, our data that we're going to use is from our Microsoft project file, which has been transferred to an Excel file. And here is that Excel file now. So we're going to want this column, which contains categories, to be our tasks. Series 1 we'll put as the start date, Series 2 as the finish date, and then we can calculate the duration by subtracting the finish from the start date. So I'll go and insert that data in. Okay, we have our start and finish dates. Now we can use Series 3 to be the duration. And the duration simply is finish subtracted by the start. So I'll put that in now. And our durations have now been put in place. So the first thing you'll notice here is there's a bit more to do. We need to reverse the order of our y-axis here. So the Street Party Project should be at the top and the Post Party Project at the bottom. So to do that, click on that axis there and then go Format Axis, and then you can choose here Categories in Reverse Order. So do that and that will change that like so. Now we want the duration to stand out here, because the start and finish dates are important, but the duration is really the lengths of our Gantt bar items. So to do this, select the chart and then go Chart Filters. And we're going to remove the finish dates because we're most interested in our starts and durations for the Gantt. And then click Apply. And now you can see we're a lot closer. These green lines indicative of duration are our Gantt bars that we're going to use. Now there's a bit of mess up the top here with our dates. We want to be able to fix that up as well. So to do this, go and select the x-axis, so as to say, or the line of dates, and go Format Axis. Now you'll notice here that we have our minimum and maximums. We need to tidy that up so that only the length of date that we need for this project is shown. So we can do this by going back to our edit data. So right click on the chart to do that. We go back to our edit data and we're going to convert these dates into numerals or numbers. So we'll go and format those cells into a general number. Now click OK. So now getting back to our minimums and our maximums, by right clicking on our x-axis, we want the start to be 45449 according to that date, and the end to be 45580. So the end is fine, but we want to adjust now the start of this project to be according to that date.
So we'll go over here and we'll insert that number 45449. And then click enter. Now you'll notice that that's been trimmed to the dates that we need for our Gantt chart. Now we can go back, right click and convert this into a date. There we are, the date that we had before. Click OK and our dates are back, and you can see here this is a lot more easier to manage. We've got our dates nicely presented. Now to get this Gantt chart a little more in order, we might just remove the title because we already have the title on our page. We can remove the start and duration legend. We don't really need that because for most of the time we're aware of what we're going to do. And then we can simply extend this out a little further to make it fit nicely on the page. So our dates are nicely spread out there. And we're going to remove these start bars, or these blue bars here, so that our real Gantt charts, our green bars, can stand out even more so. And to do that, we can select on that, right click, and we can select the fill to be no fill, and select the outline to be no outline. And there we have it. We have a much easier Gantt chart, more pleasant to look at compared to our Microsoft Project Gantt charts, and something that looks good. Now you can make some little adjustments to this. You can increase the gap width. So if you were to increase that to say 200%, click that. That makes the adjustment like so. You can go back and change it, go back to 100%, and that increases and decreases at your leisure. Now, if you do feel the need to make a certain bar stand out, you can select the bars, and by clicking once, it will select all of the bars, but then selecting it again, you'll isolate the bar that you want to show in a bit more detail. So you might want to grab this and make an adjustment to the shape. You might want to make that purple so that it really stands out. You can do that here in PowerPoint. What happens if you want to make an adjustment to the date? Well, you can do that also. Right click and go back to your edit data, and you'll be presented with your spreadsheet. Let's just say, for example, for that pre-party planning, that we want to extend that out by another week. How can we do that? We can increase the finish date by a week. That'll take us to the 10th of July. Simply click the 10th of July, and you can see that's been adjusted. What happens if there's a new task that you've forgotten about that you want to add? Well, you can insert a new row in here, table row above, and you can say new task. The new task will be added, and then you can add some dates in. So we'll copy and paste that for simplicity, and we might move that date so it stands out to the 30th, and we can move the end date out to the end of August, and it does that for us as well. So a very, very quick and easy way for you to gather your Microsoft Project data and present it in a manner that is presentation worthy and can really get the point across to a wider audience. Thank you for watching this video and for your support. Please like, comment, or subscribe, and happy project management.